What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode number 45 of Project XTalk, an Xbox podcast. Remember, if you like Xbox or video games in general, make sure to join us live every Thursday here on YouTube. If you can't catch us live, we post every Friday morning on your favorite podcast service. Find us there, like, share, subscribe, help us grow, bring you a better podcast each and every week. We also do YouTube exclusive content over on our YouTube channel. So if you want more of us, please come over. We have game reviews over there, going through Gamepass, some best ofs, top 5 lists. So please come on over, check those videos out. Those are exclusive to our YouTube channel. Now, I'm your host, Kevin, aka the Muffin Mon, and I'm joined by two of the three usual, Tom and Garrett. How are you guys doing this week?
I'm doing a lot better than I have been in the past for the last little bit,
Yeah,
but
I imagine
I'm doing
so.
pretty good. Just a lot of chest congestion at this point.
I'm doing good
How are you,
as
Tom?
I'm doing good. I mean, I wasn't like literally suffering, but I had other things going on, so I couldn't make it last week. But I'm here, ready to speak the truth as I do every week.
Well, that's great. Obviously Garrett's still recovering from COVID, so we if you cough or gotta excuse
Yeah.
yourself, we'll let
Remember,
it
you can't
slide.
get it through the mic.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I need,
I
was it
don't
peer
think we
reviewed?
Just
have
so
the
we get my
science.
tinfoil hat
Yeah,
here quick.
show me your sources. Show me your peer-reviewed sources. But enough about that. Garrett's gonna recover. He's gonna be just fine. But as we do every week here on Project X Talk, we're going to start each and every show by going around the room and asking one simple question. And that question is, what you playing? So, Garrett, I'm going to start with you. You've been laid up. What you been playing?
Dude, so much. I've been going on like a little bit of a roguelite bender. So like the Atomic Crops. I love that game. If you just got like a spare little bit, make like a little crop, fight some things off. And like of course, as everybody else has been doing, I've been doing Hades. I actually just got through that first one-winged boss today. I don't know, I think that's vague enough. But I've been having a hell of a lot of fun with that. And then, like, I don't know, I've been playing a bit of Rust, some Last Oasis. Oh, and that new Splitgate. But, Portal and Halo having a love child is just not meant for me. Really suck at that game. But, yeah, that's been about my 5 for the week.
How
I think I missed
how
anything.
hard was it to get into Splitgate for you? Because I've heard mixed stories about people queuing up and waiting quite a long time.
I've never had to queue up and wait.
Okay.
I'm just got that luck. But to get into the game, my buddies had to drag me into it. I got a crowd of 4 people that probably have tried every popular game ever for the last 2 years. And it was just the time. Hey, we're playing Splitgate. So I was like, sure, no problem. But there's a real big learning curve to that game. Like most of the time was just me watching how I died, if that makes any sense. Because it shows you like a little bounce from like boom across the arena. It was a sniper shot through a portal, then went through another portal, then went through another buddy's thing. And it's like, how? How does that even work? But yeah, that was my Splitgate experience.
I haven't checked it out. I don't think I'm going to check it out. But I wanted to circle back. You've been playing Hades. Obviously, no spoilers. How is it? Is it living up to the hype?
Yeah, like I'm a Ori fan, so I was a bit insulted when like Ori didn't get any of the games of the year and it was all just Hades, so I had to see what it was all about. And like I'm starting to understand the fact that they go through like the characters have unique lines of dialogue for how many times you die. It's like the 30 or 40th death and you still can talk to the characters that are there and they have something new to say. I think that's pretty amazing. The one gesture that just tells you about how you died last time from a very obvious hit that you could have rolled away from. He's
Mm-hmm.
very charming. Hate him.
Have
But
Have you pet the dog though? That's the real
yes,
question.
yes, you can pet the dog. He was like my second one person that I gave a gift to.
Well, uh, I haven't checked it out yet, but
A lot
it
of
sounds
fun.
good. I'm just not a fan of roguelites or
Yeah,
roguelikes, whatever you want to call it.
I can't think of the proper name either, but I don't know. I don't
They're
usually
both one
play
and the
them on
same at this
computer.
point. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
differentiation between
Dumb.
roguelite and roguelite. What is it? They both they're just hard games. That's it.
No,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
think it's games where you're going to die a lot, and they anticipate that, a death mechanic.
I did watch a video about what the difference was, but honestly, I can't remember now. I think one is like you keep progression, but then the other is you lose all your progression when you die. So I think there are like little subtle differences. Shout out Dirt Griggity in the chat says, yeah, he's played Hades. It's pretty good. Not sure if he's the heart to finish it though. Are you gonna finish it, Garrett? You think?
Dude, I don't know. It took me 30 tries to get through the first boss once.
Oh
Like,
wow.
yeah, I just like that's the thing, man. If I get the mechanic, I can go pretty good on it, but it doesn't get any easier once you get past the first boss. I thought there was going to be a little bit of a lull. Nah, I just got my ass handed to me again. But I don't know. 70% chance Dirt is right. Thanks for calling me out live on air.
Definitely not my type of game then if you're getting your ass handed to you that much. Tom, I'm gonna
Yeah,
head
but I
over to
wasn't
you.
that good playing in a fever, so give me that.
Tom, I'm gonna head over to you. What you been playing?
I honestly have not been playing my Xbox much at all this entire week. Uh, the time that I did find, I play a couple games of Rocket League because that was my jam. And I'm just really trying to improve on it. They dropped their season 3, so I'm trying to work my way back up to diamond rank. To guarantee I get the rewards at the end of the season. It's just always fun grind. It's always quick games I can jump in, and I'm really good at the game, so it's enjoyable. I am really toxic in it though. Like I find myself like sending direct messages to
Oh no,
like
I spam quick chat. That's
no,
me and Rocket League.
I do
Nice
that.
shot, nice shot.
I do that, but then I might message you afterwards if you got me like if I had a crappy teammate that I was paired up. If you're gonna hear the words from me, whether or not you respond to me, I don't care. I'm just gonna be a little salty. You're gonna see it. That's all that's gonna happen. Besides that, I also did try Splitgate. I had long queue times, so unlike Garrett, I was not lucky to jump right in. The first day I tried playing, I had to wait like 30 minutes just to even play at all.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah,
It's not worth playing.
I'd be like uninstall.
Yeah.
It's a good game. It is definitely worth playing. It really does feel like Halo meets Portal. Dude, everything's everybody's like Halo. The battle rifles like Halo. The DMR.
Dude, okay. It's Halo SWAT teams. It's just Halo without the overshield at a portal gun. That's it.
Dude, it is, and the game modes too. They have like Oddball on there. Like that's a Halo. I've never seen Oddball in any other game besides Halo. This game is like it did just enough to change the game to not get sued by Bungie, pretty much. Or
Is it called Oddball?
No, it's not. It's not called Oddball.
Okay. I was gonna say, wow, they're taking Oddball. That's a bit much.
But yeah, the game's really good, and it actually has me really excited for Halo Infinite whenever that comes out. So, if you want something a little bit more fresh and don't want to jump into the old school Halo, definitely jump into Splitgate, give it a try. I haven't
heard
tried.
it here first. Exact same thing as Infinite.
What happened?
No. Same thing as Infinite. One and the same. Indistinguishable.
I think you say Splitgate is Halo Infinite.
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
That one kind of went over.
I haven't tried Hades at all. I have zero interest really in it. Like,
oh, did I get kicked out? I think so.
No,
you're
still here.
You're
still here. It's all those COVID meds.
He's like, hearing voices in my head. No, they're gone. Oh, there he goes. Either way, I played through Hades already on my Switch. I did play a little bit before it came onto Game Pass because I couldn't really wait. And I finally finished my playthrough on the Switch. So I was like, there's zero reason for me to go onto the Game Pass version now. There is one game that when it drops, I'm going to be on it again day one, and that's Stardew Valley whenever that comes back to Game Pass. I cannot wait. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours in Stardew Valley on PC. Switch, PlayStation 4, and I'm just gonna play some more Stardew Valley on this. There's always new updates. I can't wait. You guys need to get on the Stardew Valley hype train. It's a
No.
great game.
No.
All right,
I refuse.
I'll find my way out of here, guys.
My friend loves Stardew Valley. I have multiple friends that have loved Stardew Valley. It just doesn't interest me.
I've never picked it up
Those
once.
type of games, I can't.
What's not
Honestly
to
just become a
like?
pride thing for me at this point.
I can't think of anything more boring than farming.
Yeah, like
Like,
You're
even Atomic
farming,
Crops has like a gun aspect to it.
but you're
Ish.
farming. There's dungeon crawling as well. You build relationships with the townsfolk. You get married. You know, invite your friends to play with you. They have their own little house on your farm. You guys can farm together. You know, water your crops. Get automatic sprinklers so you don't have to water them every day either. At some point, there's a lot of progression you can do. It's fun. I don't know what you guys don't
I
like
almost fell
about it.
asleep listening. I
Uh,
almost fell asleep
Yeah, that
listening
is-
to you. Oh my lord.
We got Stardew haters.
I lump it right in with Animal Crossing. If you haven't heard what my thoughts about Animal Crossing, right there.
That game I would agree with though, but because that game has the most stupidest progression. Like at least in Stardew, you have, you know, story goals sort of. You have dungeon crawling goals. In Animal Crossing, you just kind of, you know, pay Tom Nook his rent for the rest of your life, and that's about it. There's nothing else to it.
Well, you enjoy that when it comes out, but guys, I told you in our little offline chat that when I got to what you're playing, I had some stuff to drop on you, and I got some stuff. All right, stuff you're not gonna see coming. So first, I want to get the easy stuff out of the way. You know, I've been playing a little Guilty Gear here and there, a little Sackboy. Working on my platinum trophies, whatever. I finished my 100% of Dodgeball Academia. Went back, replayed Hellblade, got the 100% achievement I was missing there. So whatever. That's the small shit. All right. Humankind. You heard about this game? Dropped
Yes,
on
yes, I have.
Yeah, dropped on Gamepass PC this week. And I was gifted a 3-month free PC code. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. I do not like this game. This game is boring. I don't think it's as good as Civilization, which I'm also not a super fan of. But like, if I'm gonna play one of these types of games, I'm just gonna go with Civ. Like, why would I pick up this? I couldn't find a reason. So I tried it. Not for me. I hopped out real quick. But a game, 2 more. One, I bought a little indie game yesterday called Bury the Bunny, and it's a little pixel art game on PlayStation. I got the platinum trophy in about 30, 40 minutes.
So it was a give me game.
Yeah, basically. But I didn't know that. Like, I was scrolling through the store. I saw Bunny. I love bunnies. All right. Anybody that knows me knows I love bunnies. I saw platformer, and I'm like, I'm in. You got an animal platformer. Let's go. That's all you need for me. And then the levels were super easy, and I just kept popping trophies until the platinum popped, and I was like, all right, game's over. Like, I did everything.
It's probably just give me. It's like, move right once, trophy. Jumped over a gap, trophy. Beat a level, trophy. Every level moving forward, a trophy for those too.
Yeah, no, that's basically it. To be honest with you, like, there was some easy ass shit. So that's whatever. You know, a little fun 30, 40 minutes of my day. But the game I've been pouring hours into this week, Pokemon Unite.
No, that game's pay to win.
Stop it.
No, I don't think it's that pay to win. I don't. So me and my one buddy, we jumped on Pokemon Unite. You know, we downloaded it, and I was like, all right, this game's gonna be pay to win. And so far, I'm really not seeing it. It's not nearly that bad. Like, there's some microtransactions, but most of the stuff, like, I don't feel like it really affects gameplay that much, from what I can tell. Now, I am only beginner class 3 or something, about to move into great or whatever. But as far as I can tell, it's not that pay to win. Most of it is cosmetic stuff.
Most of it, but you can buy heals. Just pointing that out there.
I got the hyper potion attached to me. All right, like, it's whatever, you know. But I'm gonna upgrade. I'm rocking Snorlax. He's my man. Snorlax S tier. It's a good time. I've had a lot of fun with this game, and I did not expect to have a lot of fun with it. I'm trying to get other friends on board. I think we got one more that's gonna jump in with us, try it. But Tom, if you want to play some
God, he
Pokemon
feels
Unite,
like that
man,
Look, I've tried it.
ant that's taking us into a Ponzi scheme. You guys just gotta try it. It's so much fun.
it is
Jeez.
fun.
No, see, I love MOBAs. Like I love Smite.
I don't
love
like
League of Legends.
MOBAs.
I love Heroes of the Storm. They're like great games, and they all have one thing in common. Every single one of them, everything that you can buy is literally cosmetics. That's a huge turnoff. Period for Pokemon Unite. The appeal for Pokemon Unite for me is cool. It's Pokemon. I love Pokemon. So of course.
Yeah.
Like I'm always all in to just experience something new. Like when Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out, I'm gonna buy that game day one, even though I'm skeptical about it.
I'm pumped for that game. That trailer they showed this week, I was like, oh, I'm in. This looks like the best Pokemon game in a decade.
Well, I'm gonna talk about that
Yeah, I
real
thought
quick,
the same thing.
even though it's like not even related to our podcast.
That's fine. It's a little tangent.
So if you look at the progression in that game, it actually looks super weird. So they claim this game to be an open world game, but yet they limit the world to you. You have to actually progress to unlock the next area. That's not an open world game, Nintendo. That's like every Pokemon game you've done before that, like where you have to unlock the next area. It's not open world. Don't call it open world. The progression to do it as well is like you have to catch multiple of the same Pokemon to be able to research that specific Pokemon. I get this is a time before like Pokedex was a thing because they're going like way back in the day for this one, but that just seems tedious and it's like it's gonna add to the gameplay as fluff. That's not extra gameplay, guys. You guys didn't need to add that. That just seems meaningless to me. This game has me. I'm super like I have no idea what to think about this game. I know I'm gonna buy it day one, but it has me infuriated for some reason.
I don't agree that the change to combat looks so good, but bringing it back, Greg in the chat says Pokemon Unite's a banger. Get on the train, Tom.
Whoa.
And I agree. Get on the train.
Did you buy that
play.
fan in this chat? Did he slip your dollar under the table?
Buying
and say
views.
No. I mean, that's full disclosure. That's my buddy I'm playing Pokemon with, so he's on board. All right.
Okay.
He's on
He's
board.
the ringer for the Ponzi scheme. There's always one.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah, just a random person on the street.
Garrett,
You should all join.
You can play it too. We can have Pokemon together.
What is in it for you? Do you get an upgrade if I join? Is there a referral code?
No, I get nothing.
Oh.
Just get a homie to play Pokemon with.
I'll try it. You have my
Right.
you have my friend code already.
Yeah, we're already friends. Yeah, I just it's a whole thing. Like especially now, this game has a really I don't want to say toxic because I think it's just children like probably getting called away from their Switch, but like the amount of people that just go AFK in the spawn is ridiculous. Multiple matches in a row where people just sit there and do nothing.
Maybe it'll be better once you get to like the higher ranks. Since you said you're still in like the beginners. They're probably people just starting the game for the first time.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know because we get friend requests from like level 26 people. So I'm like, how are you in? First of all, why are you still a beginner if you're level 26? Like you got some explaining to do. But I think that's all I've played this week. A lot of Pokemon Unite. Really liking it. Michael in the chat says PS5 over Failbox Series L. Very clever, Michael. I have a PlayStation 5, so literally doesn't do anything to me.
Our feelings.
Oh no. All right. Well, now that we're done talking about what we've been playing and convincing everyone to jump on the Pokemon train, let's dive deep into the library of news that we have. And I'm going to start with story number 1 from Andy Robertson over at Video Game Chronicles, who writes, Outriders developer says it hasn't earned any profits despite Game Pass deal. Developer People Can Fly has claimed that it has not received any royalties from publisher Square Enix during the game's first quarter sales, which has led it to assume the game has not yet been profitable. Outriders launched on April 1st after many delays, and the looter shooter was a hit, recording 3.5 million unique players within the first month, many of which were due to launching on Xbox Game Pass. In an investor note on Tuesday, People Can Fly said it was due royalties from sales of Outriders only after all costs of the game had been recouped by Square Enix. As it had been well over a quarter in the business world and payment has not been received, People Can Fly speculate that this means Outrider has not yet exceeded the break-even point. CEO Sebastian, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his Polish last name, said, "We do not have any sales figures for Outriders. We estimate sales to be between 2 to 3 million copies, and we assume that this result would make the project profitable." Sebastian went on to speculate that the reason for the lack of royalty payments could be due to sales agreements and the Xbox Game Pass deal, saying the lack of royalty payment may have been determined by some elements of Square Enix sales policy, the details of which we don't know. Such partnerships concluded by the publisher, which with distribution platforms or entities offering the Outriders game as an add-on to their project, aka Game Pass. Square Enix previously praised the game launching on the Game Pass and said it was justified in terms of player acquisition and digital sales. So, this article and many other like it with clickbait headlines was making the rounds this week and led to quite the uproar on social media from a certain section of one console's fans claiming Game Pass leads to decreased sales and costs developers money. Now, I have lots of thoughts on this, but I'm going to throw it over to you first, Tom. Is Game Pass hurting People Can Fly? Is this a controversy? Is Game Pass killing Outriders?
So I want to say this first. If Outriders was not on Game Pass, this game would have not been profitable at all after all those reviews dropped, because you guys dropped the most buggy game, period. You had Kevin locked out of one of his characters for over like a month. You've had game-breaking glitches. You had no endgame content. This game was honestly meant to be dead on arrival. And ultimately, I think there's no one that can blame besides themselves. In terms of Game Pass, if it's their fault, like of why they're not getting paid, I mean, who knows about how their payment structure is on that end. But I don't think it's their fault when there's multiple different other publishers and developers that have been clamoring for Game Pass and how it's helped them. Not everyone's going to be successful in it, regardless. I mean, that's just not the way life works. Just make a better game next time, guys. But I'm sure the issue now is not necessarily that. I'm sure it's probably, like you said, it has to go through Square first before it even goes to them. So take it up with your publisher, ask them. I don't see why you would have to bring that up into an article or during an interview. Just ask the publisher, hey, what's going on? Where's my money? Instead of, speculating. And at least at that point, if you did find out it was about Game Pass and it was Game Pass's fault, I would love to hear it. But as it seems now, it just seems pointless.
Garrett, thoughts on the Outriders versus Xbox Game Pass issue we got here?
I've probably read this article a few different times from a few different people. And yeah, Tom sort of said it best. It seems like a very intricate, almost fluff piece. If this is the worst that Game Pass can do to a person, sure, go ahead. But on the other side of that, just to try to justify my complete dickish of a comment, they did say in the article that People Can Fly didn't get any money. That doesn't say anything about Square Enix getting the last little bit of money for development to help finish off the game. So that's another way around it. It just seems like there was some very purposeful, intricate wording in all the articles that I read, where it was like People Can Fly did not require or get any money, but that doesn't mean that the Square Enix didn't. Like, there's just some very intricate walking on glass wording to slam Xbox. And even then, like he said, with how it came out, it's to be expected, right? I'm not wrong here.
No,
but
I
yeah,
don't think you're wrong.
those are my quick thoughts on it.
Yeah, so this topic got me a little fired up. I was going back and forth with people on social media, on Reddit, on our account. So if you go over, you can check those tweets. I was explaining it to people because a lot of PlayStation fans, let's just call it what it is. We're not starting console wars, but they're the ones starting it. So PlayStation fanboys, the part of the toxic internet culture, were literally just claiming, well, this proves Game Pass doesn't pay developers. It takes money away from them. It's going to kill gaming. It's bad for gaming. All these things. It's like these trolls on Twitter just exist to try to poke holes in things other people like, or find a reason that Game Pass can't
Yeah,
be.
but the Game Pass fanatics, the people who hate them, are honest to me starting to sound like those people that were defending VHS when Netflix came in. Like, I don't know. It seems weird that they're yelling the way that they do. But go on, boss.
Everyone yells, but this got me a little, annoyed for a better lack of a term. But because, my personal thoughts is that this is a load of nonsense. I can't believe we're really discussing this. And I have quite a few reasons why this is a load of nonsense. One, Square praised Game Pass performance for Outriders is my number one. Why would your publisher come out and be like, it's been a great success, it's given us all these players, and then you go and complain? Like, you signed your contract with Square Enix. You can't then complain when they do what the contract you sign allows them to do. It's just not, it's ridiculous. But I got a few better points. Two, the 3.5 million players in the first month was because of Game Pass. So, like Tom said, your game was fucking dead on arrival. No one was going to play this game if it wasn't on Game Pass. The word of mouth in the first few weeks is actually what got you sales in the first place. People were like, because I'm going to be, I liked the game for the first two-ish weeks. Like, I remember coming on here and being like, I think this game's like an 8 out of 10. And then the next week coming on and be like, my character got fucking deleted. This game's a 3 out of 10. So yeah, you should thank Game Pass for giving you some freaking players. 3, MLB The Show proved the exact opposite of what people are claiming, because MLB The Show, just like Outriders, is on PlayStation and Xbox, but MLB sold plenty. PlayStation was bragging about how much it sold, even that was on Game Pass, and it still sold well on Xbox. There are different payment structures for Game Pass. If you go listen to Defining Duke Ultimate with Mike Rose from No More Robots, he also did an interview with GameIndustry.biz a few years ago where he said sales of Descenders increased 5 times since putting his game on Game Pass. So Xbox, when they make these deals, we're going to pay you a lump sum, which would have gone to Square Enix. So I'm not saying People Can Fly can know what that sum is, but Square Enix they could have negotiated a lump sum to recoup everything, or they could have been like, you know what, we'll get paid per download or some other metric of a deal. Again, if you have an issue, talk to Square Enix, see what the hell that contract they signed with Xbox says. But my main point there was it's what Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond have talked about. He's talked about it with Rebecca Valentine over at GameIndustry.biz, now IGN. But we've heard it multiple times. Statistics show Game Pass leads to increased sales, not decreased sales like many people are trying to claim right now. So Game Pass did not hurt Outriders because, and I actually saw this argument with Hades too, because UK physical sales were 93% on PlayStation of Hades. First of all, most games are bought digitally. That's just a fact. And Hades is on Game Pass, so why the hell would you go buy a physical copy if you own an Xbox? Of course, 93% are going to be on PlayStation. They're going to buy it, play it, and then sell it back. That's what I do with Switch games.
Ooh, he's stressed.
My last point is, Tom mentioned it. This game's a fucking broken mess. Maybe, hear me out, your game didn't sell well because everyone learned after 2 weeks you were incompetent as shit. Maybe they saw people like me, people like Lord Cognito waiting 3-4 weeks to get our fucking gear back so we could play the game. And then they're like, you know what? I don't really want to do that. I'm going to go buy something else with my $60. Maybe that's why your game didn't sell. Maybe that's why you haven't gotten money. So I think the whole conversation is ludicrous. I don't really know what else to say about it. Like I'm just annoyed that it's even a conversation that the community was having.
Clickbait. It's just clickbaity titles. It's always gonna drive a conversation whether or not, like, it's rational or not, and that's just the way it is. And people can fly. Come talk to us if you wanna, discuss this further.
But I think we could all
open.
agree that this could go in the same pile as, what was that other sensationalist one? Oh, the Control one. You guys have to rebuy the game. That
was nonsense too.
See, like, I'm putting it in the same category. It just seems like a fluff piece.
Yeah, so I got a little heated up here. I'm letting it out now. I'm gonna recenter. We're moving on. Outriders.
Yeah.
I'm
People
glad
can fly. Kevin let his words fly today.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, Sebastian, if you want to come over here and talk to me, we'll talk, all right? But go run your mouth on some more art. Honestly, I think they're just frustrated they haven't gotten payment, but are too scared to go talk to Square Enix. And it's not like Square Enix doesn't have a reputation for this, because they did allegedly screw or try to the Nier Automata people, Platinum, out of money before, but apparently that was resolved. So it's not the first time we've heard allegations against Square.
Maybe they should go after them like Scarlett Johansson and Marvel. You misrepresented my game and didn't send me enough money.
You put it on Game Pass. You should have just sold it digitally or physically.
That's actually
Game Pass.
That's not that bad of a comparison, to be honest.
You
didn't tell me you were putting it on Disney Plus. Well, Shang-Chi isn't on Disney Plus now, so I think they're a little worried about.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, what?
It's theaters only.
I guess I'm gonna go.
I think that's going to be a trend going forward with these Disney movies, unless they put it into a contract for future ones. But she's got a point. We'll move on. We'll stop yelling. We'll stop being angry. Story number 2. This comes from Jared Moore over IGN. Phil Spencer has a Steam Deck, and Xbox games work well on it. In a tweet by Xbox head Phil Spencer, he states, "Was at Valve this week talking to Scott, Eric, Gabe about Steam Deck. After having mine most of the week, I can say it's a really nice device. Games with me on the go, screen size, controls are all great. Playing Halo and Age of Empires feels good. xCloud works well." Phil Spencer got a Steam Deck.
Why are you using xCloud, Phil?
I was just going to say, I don't think that's the correct marketing term there, Phil. I believe it's Xbox Cloud Gaming, but apart from maybe he's not the marketing head. Maybe people told him we got to change the name.
Yeah.
Aaron Greenberg over there. My main thing is he confirms Xbox games work well on it with cloud. So he's most likely using the browser. Are we all in agreement on that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. So,
but honestly, it's just like 2 seconds. But at this point, can we all agree that he took the Todd Howard curse with trying to get how Skyrim was trying to get on everything? Now there's just Phil who's like, yeah, the new fridge, it's got cloud. It's gonna have xCloud. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Your microwave, you could pump out a round.
I'm gonna be reading Game Pass updates. Console, PC, cloud, fridge, Tesla. It's everywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tesla's an untapped market. Think about all the gaming you play at a red light.
It doesn't matter. They don't have to be at a red light. That thing will drive you.
That's what I'm saying. You got those self-driving cars. Got xCloud in your Tesla. Phil.
Oh God, just imagine Halo Infinite driving down the road rage.
Controllers flying out the window. So this is definitely browser, which I saw people make a little more out of this than it needed to be personally. It's cool that he has one. It's cool that he confirms it plays these games really well through Steam or through cloud. I wish that he would, and he probably can't, but I wish he would come out and just be like, I uninstalled Linux and I put Windows on this shit and downloaded the Microsoft Store. That's what we mean. That I want that. That's what we need to know is does everything work well once you wipe the OS and put Windows on it for Game Pass?
I'm sure it would. I mean, from all the testing they've showed, like they were able to play like Star Wars: The Fallen Order, like on high settings with the current resolution and everything on like 720p, since that's the resolution of the screen, and it worked really well. And that game's really demanding. I would be surprised if, wiping the OS and putting Windows on it would impact performance at all. I'm sure it'll be fine. Plus, then on top of that, then you get the extra benefits of having DirectX, so that makes it even better.
Huh.
Does the Steam Deck can't do ray tracing? Can it?
Maybe it can do ray tracing. I was talking about DirectX as the rendering software for like graphics.
Okay, I thought you meant DirectX ray tracing.
No. That thing is weaker than the Series S.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Maybe
do I gotta go put a
like? I don't know if you're gonna run more than like 2 frames a second, but you can try.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What up, King Arthur in the chat? Thanks for stopping by. I always see you retweeting our stuff. I appreciate that. You did miss my rant about Outriders. So if you
It was pretty
catch
good.
the rewind this or catch the VOD after the fact, but I did go off. So Mayday Bomber in the chat, is that a mirror or is Tom sitting next to 4 doors in a row? Oh yeah, holy shit! Now I can't unsee it. That's a mirror, right?
These are doors.
You have 4 doors?
What?
That's my closet. This entire thing here is my closet.
My lord!
I thought it was a mirror too.
Oh my god! My mind is blown right now. Audio listeners have no idea what we're talking about, but this is freaking me out now. It's like a visual illusion. I'm gonna ignore it. And move on to our next story.
Sit left. Choose a direction. Cover a door.
Story number 3, guys. The Xbox dashboard is getting an upgrade. Zachary Body over at Windows Central, members of the Alpha branch in the Xbox Insiders program, can download and test a new build of the Xbox UI, which finally includes a 4K support for Xbox Series X dashboard and other UI elements. A much requested feature since launch to match the competition who did launch with a 4K UI on the PS5. All users may soon be upgrading from the 1080p to 4K if their TV allows it. Jason Ronald also took to Twitter to confirm that the UI upgrade will not negatively affect game performance. I'm going to keep it simple for me before I get your guys' thoughts. I personally never cared that the UI wasn't in 4K. My PS5 UI does look great. But for me, I was fine with 1080p. I think 1080p is fine. I'll take the upgrade. That's all I really got to say. Tom, is this an exciting addition to the dashboard for you?
I mean, it's weird that it didn't have it. It's weird that even the Xbox One X didn't have it at launch. I mean, better late than never. To me, I'm just going to use the dashboard to load up a game or an app. So I'm not going to look at it, really. So it doesn't really matter to me.
Garrett, 4K dashboard. Any thoughts?
I don't know. I play the game, so it doesn't really matter one way or another. The gateway to get there. Yes, like Tom said, I think it's a little odd that they just didn't have it on day one. But hey, whatever. Like I said, it's just the thing that I click through to get to my stuff. I don't know. What other things could I add to that? I think it's sort of funny that every time you get really good at it, there's a 3-month grace period, then they switch it up again. Xbox, you just sort of got to take a chill pill on that. But other than that, no, that's it.
Well, the UI looks exactly the same, I think. It's just high res.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the UI isn't changing. It's literally just going from 1080p to 4K.
Oh, then this doesn't change my life in the slightest.
Yeah, I don't think. I really don't get why people were so
Are there greener greens or something?
It's just going to be 4K. It's just going to be a higher resolution.
Yeah, you'll see the edges of the squares even edgier.
They'll be edgier.
Yeah.
Edgier edges. Nice.
How often are people? I just want to know how often people are sitting on their dashboard on their I got no games
Yeah.
to play. I'm just gonna load up my dashboard. Oh man, it's 1080p.
I don't know. Maybe
like-
it was just like a dry week for them, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll do the 4K, the edgier edges."
people are
And then
excited about
everyone's
it. I
like,
can't like.
"Yeah."
Cool.
I just
They're
think that it's a weird excitement.
once they give me a
Edgier
platinum
edges.
trophy equivalent, then I'll get excited. Like that's the UI change I'm looking for.
But isn't there a games completed section?
Yeah, I want a little trophy or something though. I want like a reward.
Yeah, like an avatar outfit, so you can put on your little
Yes,
outfits.
exactly. Something like that. If only they had something like that. A crazy idea. All right, I'm gonna move on to a story that I want Garrett's reaction to because he might be the only one that cares. Well, maybe Tom, not me. Sea of Thieves just had its best month ever. Coming directly from Sea of Thieves website, Rare states that it's been over a month since we released Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life into the Wild Blue Yonder as part of Season 3. And since that emotional launch day, we've been bowled over by the response from the Sea of Thieves community. From your reaction on social media to your fan art and stories of exploring the 5 new tall tales, it's been amazing, and all the excitement resulted in our busiest ever month on the seas, with June seeing 4.8 million active pirates out on the seas. Garrett, what do you think about this?
I think that is possibly like one of the bigger underhyped stories of the last few weeks, at least. Because like you guys are in front of your computers, I'm gonna need your help on this one because I was only thinking about it when I was getting ready for the show. But like, what's the active base of Minecraft? The biggest genre-changing game for the last 10 years. What's their active base? Because if Sea of Thieves, that doesn't get any representation really in like the Twitch community or whatever, like not that much. They got like a few main YouTubers that I noticed, but other than that, not much. But if they have this many years in as an active base and they still have as half many users as like Minecraft, because I thought their thing was like 10.2 million. I think that's
Don't know.
craziness.
Do you have Steam open right now? Can you tell me how many players are on Minecraft?
Minecraft's not on Steam.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm learning. What? Why not? Why not?
It's on everything else but Steam. I don't know.
That'll be the best place. 'Cause
Like-
I like pulling up Steam charts and just seeing like what the active numbers are. But yeah, it's not
Yeah.
it's not on there. I mean, I don't think they're comparable regardless. I mean, Minecraft has billions and billions of players, Kids.
Yeah, but I think I read like an article about them that they're like, yeah, we're doing an average of 10.2 a month. So just if what it is, Sea of Thieves is just slightly under half of that. I don't know why that's not a headline.
I don't know. I want to touch on
Xbox, 2 fucking knockouts. Fucking that's crazy to me. And lots of fun. New people to shit on all the time. That's our one
yeah.
swear word that we're allowed to use. Oh, it's great. I've just been like slooping it up as a trader, and I'm just not afraid of anyone that comes up to me. Doesn't matter if they're in like a brig or a galleon. I'll just throw some fireballs at them and watch them squirm. It's great.
I haven't even really touched the new stories either. I did the first one, and I was like, all right, this is stupid. I don't really care about Jack Sparrow. I told you guys I never seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movies anyways. I didn't care. I was like, let me just go finish up my Pirate Legend and never boot this game up again. And that's exactly what I did. I got Pirate Legend and never booted it back up.
I just Googled, I'm not a Sea of Thieves guy. I think it's cool that seeing where Sea of Thieves started as kind of like, I did jump in. I was like, wow, there's nothing here. To now being like almost 5 million active users in a month. Like that's a huge success. I think we really underestimate how big Sea of Thieves is for Xbox and as a game in general, because not many games are getting 5 million players every month. Like those are huge numbers. So Rare definitely has a hit on their hands. But I did want to circle back to what you were asking, Garrett. I Googled, I don't know if these are right, but I Googled, Minecraft monthly users. And according to this, monthly active users in 2020 was 131 million.
Oh shit, never mind. I was a factors wrong.
So
Never mind.
yeah, it seems to be
I
going
just
up
turned it
every
on
year.
point.
Seems to be going up every year by like 20 million. So
See if these step up your game.
I don't think they're going to catch up. This is not possible.
No game is going to
Complete
catch
back
up.
on my word.
How are there that many? Like, I mean, this is coming from
Because that
businesses.
game is games within games now.
There's a
It's
reason
weird.
Microsoft dropped billions on this.
Yeah, like,
blows my mind.
dude, they basically like took a new form of story writing. Imagine if somebody like patented books. That's sort of what they did with Minecraft.
Yeah, so congrats to Rare. Definitely not going to hit Minecraft numbers, but
Yeah,
give
no,
it a go.
I apologize for that.
It's all right. Not a bad thought. Media Bomber says, damn, 131 million kids just building towers straight into the sky.
I think that's like one of the first things you
Yeah.
do. Like, how high can
Yeah.
you go?
That's what you do in every building game.
Oh yeah,
Ever.
ever.
And
Just
then
so that
the
you know
other,
where you are, because whenever you're on like the horizon, you're like, I wonder where I started. Then you just look for the giant. In my case, I build a giant phallic tower. But to each their own. To each their own.
then if you can also destroy the environment, the other thing you do is how
Oh,
far
yeah.
down can I go? How far,
Yeah.
like, where does the world end? Can I get to the center of it, like a Tootsie Pop? But yeah, that's all I have to say. Keep building those penises. We'll move into the next story. This is a Game Pass update story. We have the latest round of games coming to Game Pass, and it's quite the selection, in my opinion. Humankind, the game I didn't enjoy, but I'm sure others will, was added to PC Game Pass on Tuesday, August 17th. Along with Need for Speed Heat, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order all came to the cloud on Tuesday. Today, day of recording, Thursday, August 19th, Recompile comes to Cloud Console PC. Train Simulator World 2 comes to Cloud Console PC. 12 Minutes comes to Cloud Console PC, a game I'm wanting to check out when we're done with this podcast. I've been excited for that one. It's getting mixed reviews. People are loving it. People are hating it. So I'm gonna hop in. Psychonauts 2 comes to Cloud Console PC August 25th. And then Myst comes to Cloud Console PC August 26th. So guys, anything piquing your interest here? I always ask when we get new Game Pass additions. Anything you're going to jump into, try? Garrett, any of those sound something up your own?
I'm gonna try 12 minutes. Like, I am gonna put an honest attempt into that. It seems like an interesting concept, and I want to find what side of the opinion I'm on. But other than that, I don't know. I'll put in as much effort into the Mist as I put into Call of the Sea, if you guys remember that.
Yeah. We played it during our podcast. How could I forget? That's okay.
Yeah,
Sean Capri, shout out Xbox Drive. Thank you for the shout out. He was playing Hellblade and Hades last week on his phone. He pulled it up to see how quick it was. You started a trend. I don't think 2 is a trend.
He's in the chat. Thank you for wishing me well last week. You're a champ.
I don't think he's in the chat, but if he hears it, thank you, Sean. Tom, any of these doing anything for you?
No, not interested at all. There's
none
at all.
None. Not even 12 minutes.
Well, so 12 minutes has mixed reviews right now, so I'm not hyped for this game. I've never was hyped for it.
But it's got William Dafoe.
Okay, so what does the Green Goblin have to do with this?
James McAvoy.
I definitely thought
Ridley.
of him as more from Boondocks, but
no way. Green Goblin all the way.
Yeah.
I'm Tom.
I mean, I'm gonna try the game probably. I don't know. It's always interested me when I saw it. The only other interesting game on here is Train Sim World 2. Is that game that if you wanted to buy all the DLCs, you literally have to drop thousands of dollars?
I'm not sure. I don't keep up with the simulator market.
Oh man, there was one train game where apparently all trains cost $30 a pop or something, and if you wanted everything, it cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Played 12 minutes today. I really wanted wait, is it out now? You said it's out now?
Yeah, it's out today.
Yeah, I'm downloading it as we speak.
Oh.
That and Quake.
Well, shit.
Yeah, Media Bomber played 12 minutes, really wanted to like it, did not enjoy it. That's a bummer to hear. I will be checking it out tonight after this podcast, and we'll see what my opinions are. I'll share them next week. But
Yeah.
On Game Pass in review with Kevin.
I mean, I got three banked. All right, you got some Game Pass in review coming. But I mean, I only review it if I finish it, and if I don't like it, I'm not gonna finish it. So, although I don't know about that, because if I don't like it, then I need to review it and tell people I don't like it. Yeah, I'll give it a few. I mean,
right?
From what I've heard, the game can be beat in like 5 hours.
Not in 12
Well, no,
minutes.
just give it 2, and you could call it 12 rounds of 12 minutes.
12 rounds, starring John Cena. Forget Train Simulator, says Mini Bomber. Try Lawn Mowing Simulator.
Dude, so that game would be the game that I would like love to have if I lived like in an urban city where I didn't have a lawn. I just had like cement all over the place. Like, that's the game I want to play. You know, I want to relax and mow a lawn. But, you know, I actually have to mow lawn, so...
Does it have the sip beer button, though?
does it have the... When you're by the fence, does it have the chat with neighbor feature?
Yeah.
Right,
does it have friendly chat?
It's a hot one today.
Yeah. Hey there, Phil.
All right. Well, I'm going to try 12 minutes. I'm pumped for Psychonauts 2. That's like a day one. I'm going to be in there playing. Nothing's getting my attention that day. Yeah, I don't care about anything else. This Myst, cool. I think nobody expected like a little console port of Myst. Like,
no, not at all.
Who the hell? Like, what?
I mean, it's a classic,
I had to do a double take on that. I honestly thought somebody put up the wrong thumbnail. It was like, oh, there's a new game, Myst. There's no way they're talking about that 1990s walk-around game.
I'm pretty sure Myst was on PS1 before as well. Like,
yeah.
It's been a while.
It's an old-ass game. Like, it's okay, cool. You're bringing it to Xbox, and I'm never gonna play it because I played it years ago when I was a baby.
Mani Bomber says, why mow a lawn? Just wait till it snows and then it'll kill the grass for you.
Because then your neighbors complain and they give you looks when you don't mow the lawn. That's why you do it.
Then you look back and you become the asshole neighbor.
Stare at them. What are you looking at, huh? All right, guys. I have some late additions to our document here for the show rundown. And Garrett kind of touched on one of them. Quakecon 2021 is happening right now. But even before the show kicked off, we had some information about game drops. Quake Remastered was rated by the ESRB this morning, and it was officially confirmed when it shadow dropped today onto Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Following that, we saw Doom Slayer's Collection announced for Switch. This includes Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, Doom 64, and Doom 2016. Then Quake 2 and Quake 3 were added to PC Game Pass. And then right before we went live, probably the biggest announcement today, if you're not a Quake fan or maybe just in general, the announcement of Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Skyrim Special, that includes Skyrim Special Edition plus 500 Creation Club elements. It is available November 11th, 2021 on all platforms, and will receive a free next-gen upgrade for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. So, guys,
they will not get my money again.
Wait, so
it is no. Stop. Give me the next one.
So it's Anniversary Edition, right?
Yeah.
Is that only that getting the next-gen upgrade, or is like
yes?
That's stupid.
You have to buy the Anniversary Edition to get the next gen upgrade.
So I'll just play it on my Series X, the one I already have. I have FPS boost, so I'm already at 60 FPS. Creation Club's thing on there already, so I can just download whatever the hell I want. This seems no, screw you guys. I'm not buying this.
You know, people joked when the new consoles were coming out. They're like, "Is Skyrim going to be on it?" And everyone's like, "There's no way. It's backwards compatible." Well, they fucking found a way. All right, they're like, "Yo, we'll just give them Skyrim Special Edition," which I already probably have, and then
of course they had to find a way.
Throw 500 Creation Club stuff in there.
If GTA 5 is coming forward, Skyrim's coming with it. Okay, Those two games will be played everywhere on everything for whatever reason at this point. Just give
They're
up.
they're immortal. They're never going to die. I mean, I'm not gonna buy this. I haven't cared about Skyrim since I beat it. Like it's fine. I played it. I don't need to go back to it. It was a good game. I don't understand why everyone needs it on every single device. I don't need to play Skyrim on my fucking fridge. Okay, I know we were joking, but we don't need this.
But do we? You know?
We don't. But there's
But you
another
never wanted to
angle.
Fusto on a cinnamon roll into the next valley?
No, there is an angle I want to talk to you guys about, and that is the return of the will Bethesda games be on PlayStation discussion, because Quake is on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch. Doom, this collection, PlayStation, or just Switch actually for that one. But Skyrim's on everything and getting a free next gen upgrade. So now that we know Starfield's exclusive, we know Redfall's exclusive, we know other Bethesda games are exclusive to Xbox. These titles, does it change the conversation for you? Do you think that everyone saying, well, Bethesda games are exclusive here on out is wrong based on these titles coming to these platforms?
I think my argument hasn't changed in that I don't really care. Like, I think they're gonna put their newer games on there and their older games that they typically had on that. Like, I think it's a way more interesting to say, like, the next Elder Scrolls. Is that gonna be on?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But we all know it's gonna be exclusive already. So I think it's just a redundant argument.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would lean more on like the side of, well, they might do it if they want to, like, specific system sellers, like the new Elder Scrolls, Starfield. Those things are going to be Xbox only. But a Quake remaster that no one asked about. I mean, they probably want some sales on this thing. Like, let's just get some quick money. The Doom collection. All right, this stuff's already been out. Like, Xbox already had like
Yeah.
Doom 64 and everything.
Good games.
Yeah, but it's like
Some of the biggest cult followings I've ever heard, like Quakecon. Like those guys, they had that trailer for Doom almost a year early and nobody talked. That's amazing. Like just that fact alone blows me away. But they're not big system selling games. That's for sure.
like a new Doom game would be, But these are old Doom games that they're bringing back. Quake is like a franchise that's, I feel like the player base and like the people who actually play Quake is really small. Like, it was one of the first like first person shooters that I even think had like multiplayer or like big LAN followings. But even then, it's died down quite a bit. I don't think any Xbox fan is going to be clamoring for, let's play Quake remaster.
Never played Quake. I looked at what Quake, like I've heard of Quake. I looked at what Quake the remaster looked like, and I was like, this looks like Doom. This looks literally like the first Doom. Like you could put them next to each other, and I would struggle to tell which is which. It's just same art style, same everything. Like I don't know, but this for me does not change the discussion at all. I think you guys have summed up, these are old games that already existed on all those platforms. They're like, Skyrim coming to PlayStation and Switch, it's already there. They're not giving you a new game. They're just Quake coming to these platforms. That game is like 20 years old. So are these Doom games. Who cares? Like it doesn't change the or move the needle in the discussion at all. So anyone listening to this, if you see people arguing the points like, oh well, we're gonna get Redfall eventually. Like, no, you ain't. You ain't getting Redfall. You ain't getting Starfield. You ain't getting Elder Scrolls. You probably ain't getting Fallout either. Although, I don't know. Probably not, if I had to guess. I always underestimate how popular Fallout is because I don't like it, but that's just me. This doesn't change anything for me. And I don't care about these games. I'm not going to play them.
Damn, you're not excited for Doom 64?
I don't care about Doom 64 in the slightest, man. All right. Last topic, and then we can get out of this sweltering room I'm in, sweating my ass off. It is hot, boys. It's humid. Humidity is running rampant in this country. It's a problem. We need to fix it.
My balls are
But
You
sweaty.
heard it,
Move
chat. We
me.
have to occupy it from at least another hour.
Last late edition, Call of Duty Vanguard has been revealed, and as most suspected from rumors and leaks, it is indeed going back to the all-familiar setting of World War II. While Sledgehammer Games studio head Aaron Hallen did slightly touch on the current Activision Blizzard lawsuit, which they described as devastating before diving into Call of Duty, the story will be entirely fictitious, with the campaign examining the birth of special forces. Players will take control of 4 different protagonists based on historical figures throughout the campaign. And in terms of multiplayer, the game will launch with 20 maps. Zombies is confirmed to be returning, and a tie-in map in Warzone is coming along with an anti-cheat system this year. We also have a release date. Call of Duty Vanguard is scheduled to launch on PC and the array of Xbox and PlayStation consoles on November 5th, 2021. Guys, we've been waiting for Call of Duty to release its, give us the release date so we can kind of predict when Halo's coming out. We got it, November 5th. What do we think of the details? What do we think of the release date timing?
So now Halo's coming out in October, right? Come on.
October.
Well, it's either that or the very tail end of November, early December.
Well, Forza's already coming
Does
out
it-
on November. November 5th, I think,
Oh
actually.
shit! So yeah, no, it's October now. Yeah, he's right.
I'm just
Month and a half out. Everybody heard it here first.
all right, but I'm gonna talk about the actual Call of Duty now. I'm not interested in this at all. World War II is one of my least favorite FPS shooter galleries, period, because I grew up with them my entire life. The last Call of Duty game that I did not buy was Call of Duty World War II, and I've bought every single Call of Duty since then. So this one's again going back to World War II. I'm not buying this game. Also, the reveal of this, I don't know if you saw how they revealed it through the
It was in Warzone,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
So I do like that they do that kind of stuff. Like that's how they revealed Cold War as well last year, and they do like a big event. But I feel like it did nothing for me still. Like, yeah, cool cinematics, cool, a bunch of planes running, chasing us. Yeah, this is so, I get it's supposed to look cool. It's supposed to make me feel like I'm part of it. But that did nothing for me. I would have much rather see some actual gameplay instead of a stupid CGI trailer. That you guys are like, this game, I highly doubt that this game's going to do better than Cold War, which already did not do as well as Modern Warfare. So, Call of Duty, take breaks. You don't need to fucking release your game every year. Seriously. Like, we have Battlefields coming out. I feel like it's more hyped. I'm sorry, dude. It's just
No,
I mean,
there's not too much to say on it, and honestly, like just in addition to the World War II shooters, just bring us back Medal of Honor Airborne, and I'll be happy.
ooh, Medal of
Like-
Honor was good. Underrated.
Like especially the Airborne series, where like the whole thing was like dropping in. I really like that, but like, dude, this is such a tired genre from such a tired series. Like they could afford to skip one, can't they?
I
Like
mean,
I
if they're-
heard from what YouTube algorithm's been telling me, Modern Warfare or Warfare could use some work, or your Warzone, sorry,
Yeah,
from what
yeah.
I've been seeing.
well, no,
But,
they're gonna get anti-cheat now. You know, they just have to wait
Oh.
a couple months.
So is that like the big thing? Because like honestly, I refuse to even let Call of Duty blip on my map anymore. Is that what was going on with the Warzone thing?
Yeah,
It
Yeah,
was like
there's been a lot of
anti
heat about it because
cheat.
yeah, the issue is like since it's free to play, it's really hard to stop all these cheaters. They can try to ban someone, but somebody's just gonna make a new account. They needed a better system at launch, and it's almost through 2.5 years in. It looks like when they're gonna actually release an anti-cheat system in the game. So it's kind of stupid. It's like, you know, you have people spending a lot of money on this game, a lot of money on cosmetics, and you're just not gonna even bother doing the bare minimum. But
Yeah.
whatever.
I knew those 360 no scopes were bullshit.
Yeah. No, I mean there's been a big uptick in cheaters, not just in Warzone, but Destiny 2. They just announced their anti-cheat, Apex has had a lot of issues with it. I think they're adding one or did add one. But yeah, it's been pretty rampant throughout the pandemic of people. I mean, I've seen some clips of a guy literally sitting on top of like a hill in Warzone, and then it's just like his cursor is flinging all over the map, getting headshots on everyone. Like it's the most ridiculous shit. Like,
Oh my god.
how's it even fun? Like, what you're shooting people from 40 yards away? Like,
Yeah,
at
but
least.
Oh,
it makes
dude,
you
he's
think,
not
like,
there to
how
have
did your
fun.
game not be able
He's
to
there to
detect
drink
that?
tears.
Yeah, like they need IP bans or something, like not just account bans, like ban their IP address. That's really the only solution. But if we're getting back on topic about Call of Duty, I mean, I haven't bought a Call of Duty since 2013 with Call of Duty Ghosts. So I am long removed from this genre.
Yeah.
I'm long removed from Call of Duty. I don't. World War II is even. I'm still like, oh my god, I have to see World War II shooters. I haven't played one in almost a decade, and I'm still like, it's too much.
Back to
Let
the
it
Western Front,
go.
I guess.
Let
Back
it
to the
go.
Eastern Front again.
Mm.
Back to Russia. Let's go.
It's just so much. Like, and if there was ever a year for them to take one off, I think this might be a good time considering everything that's going on at Blizzard and Activision right now. Like, you guys couldn't just be like, we're going to settle this lawsuit, maybe take Call of Duty off this year.
Yeah, I mean, I would have guessed that there's probably going to be a good chunk of people who are going to try to boycott it, just based on that.
Oh yeah, but there's going to be the 13-year-olds and grandmas that they buy their kids Call of Duty every year. So they go, okay, GameStop, just give me the new Call of Duty. They don't know what's going on over there.
No, and I'm just going to use that as my excuse of why I'm not buying it. I'm boycotting Blizzard.
Boycotting Blizzard.
Even though I'm buying Diablo 2 Remastered.
I was going to say you buying Diablo 2? No, I mean, obviously, if people want to boycott, they can boycott. That's their choice.
They
it's
fired
a whole
lot
thing.
of people. Like from what I saw.
They fired people. I still don't think it's enough. I still think they need to do more over there.
Bobby Kotick, get off your chair.
Yes, fuck that guy. Oh my god, scumbag. I'm not boycotting them personally because I do think that hurts developers that have been working hard on the game. They have bonuses tied to how well it do. Like, you're basically like, if a victim suffered through that for years and they're like, I really love this game, like, please buy it, and then you're like, no, fuck you, this culture's bad. Like, well, yeah, they're the one, they know the culture's bad, they suffered through it, now you just took money away from them. So that's kind of where I come down on it. But obviously everyone, it's not a black or white situation. If you want to boycott it. But I'm just not buying Call of Duty. Like, I haven't bought one, I'm not going to buy one. I don't care about Call of Duty. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about Call of Duty. I'm just so sick of it. I'm so over it.
Honestly, their best chance would be if they just chopped out like the call of and just called it Duty. I'd buy it for a joke.
I was wondering. I saw that the if we're talking jokes about Call of Duty, I saw the file size for this new game is 290 gigabytes.
And that doesn't even include Warzone inside of it, right? Because
That's
ridiculous.
Oh,
is it like
God.
200 already or some 200 plus?
Yeah,
like they're
itself.
just questing.
Yeah.
Every year they have like the board meeting. You're like, so how do we take up a quarter of a console this year, boys?
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's ridiculous.
Not even a quarter. That's a Series S. That's a Series
S. Yeah, that's a Series S.
Yeah, that's their whole goal, dude. It's like, let's make it as big as possible. So when they download it and they think about deleting it, they're gonna be like, I might want to play it again. It's gonna take me another, day to download this or 2 days to download this.
So you'll just leave it there.
Do it.
God,
Yeah.
I have to, I guess that's the one thing that I'll give to Epic and Fortnite, that they'll actually sit down and make some content, while Call of Duty will just take up the whole console so you won't play anything else.
It's called
That's
compressing your file size, guys.
They don't know
Yeah,
about
I
that.
thought that was supposed to be a big thing this generation, is it not?
It is for most games. Like, I feel like most games aren't that big. Then Call of Duty's like, fuck you. I made a joke that
It's
they're
like
putting
the
all
Kool-Aid Man bursting in.
I made a joke they're putting all the incriminating files in the game code, and that's why it's so big.
Quick, we need somewhere to stash it. Data mine it. Go.
I didn't put it in the news, but you brought up Fortnite, Garrett. So you guys see they ripped off Among Us? Like this is a tangential
I heard it
thing,
was a
but like
horrible ripoff too.
it's
Like
not even
not
cool.
even that good.
No, you haven't seen this, Tom? So
No.
No.
essentially, they announced an imposters mode. They literally called it imposters. So it's I think it's 8 agents. I think that's what they're called in Fortnite, and then 2 imposters. And you literally just go around doing tasks and having it's Among Us. Like you literally just go around doing tasks, and then you call a meeting after you get killed. You can sabotage. It's
But like how quick they were to rip off PUBG, you cannot expect
that's what
anything
everyone
different
keeps
from
saying.
them.
Yeah, that's what everyone
Like
keeps saying.
the only thing that I'm amazed with is that it wasn't done within 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I feel like this is they waited too long. I feel like this Among Us trend ended like relatively quick.
Right?
I don't see
Like
it having like high Twitch numbers anymore. Like it had a peak for like a good month, like that's all everyone was talking about. Now it's just
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, it's still pretty popular on like YouTube and some circles. Like there's a community for it, but one of the devs from Among Us, and we're making this a little topic now, but one of the devs from Among Us literally put up the Among Us map for the first very map, Sked or whatever it's called, and then put up the imposters map from Fortnite, and they're almost identical. Fortnite just changed like this room connects to this room instead of the electrical goes to engineering instead of med bay or something. Like
so they couldn't be creative with it. That's
no, they literally like the Among Us devs were pretty upset. They were like, we would have collabed with them. Like I don't understand why they had to do this.
You guys go ahead and make a game mode. We'll even give you an Among Us skin. You know,
Yo, Among Us skin would pop off in Fortnite. I'm saying right now, the Among Us skin. Mania Bomber says, "What about that Will Smith skin though?" But like, yeah, they're putting Will Smith. They're putting Wonder Woman. I saw is coming, but an Among Us skin would do great in Fortnite. It's probably a similar crossover between audiences.
yeah, but you see how lenient or how much they hate giving money to Apple. They're not going to give money to a little game developer.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I mean, dude, they're
Like,
spending.
they'll go toe to toe with Apple and go, no. Among Us dudes, sorry, you don't have a chance.
Epic is like,
You
we're
won't see
doing
a
this
nickel.
for the developers, and then they look at the developers and they're like, "Oh, fuck yourself." Yeah, it's a whole thing. I interrupted you, Tom. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say something.
You started talking, and then Garrett and I got in on this whole Epic Apple thing.
Oh no, this is more interesting.
Yeah, my
I have
bad.
no idea what it was.
But
It probably wasn't important.
yeah, Epic. You're scumbags. Is all I really have to say. It's Fortnite isn't something I have to deal with. Although a kid did ask me at the pool last weekend if I play Fortnite, and I was like, no, can't. I didn't know.
I think it's going to be interesting once these Fortnite kids start going through their like teen and driving and early job career years. Oh my god, just a generation of ruthless ADD kids. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna be going to interviews. You know, how do you handle problem solving? Well, in Fortnite, what we used to do, we used to build a big tower to get away from the guy shooting at me.
I've tackled a lot of problems. I'm very good at problem
build,
solving.
shoot, floss.
What do you do under stress? Well, I find a corner and then I sit there, all right, and I wait. I wait and see what happens.
The gun sounds really big. I dance.
Oh my god! All right, gotta get those soggy 90s. Maybe Bomber says, "I don't know what the fuck that means. What the hell's a soggy 90?" Oh, all right. Well, I think we've covered everything I had in the show notes and more at this point. So I think it's about time we wrap this up. Also, because I'm roasting like a pig in here. So
come on, any other subjects? Come on, chat.
I got nothing.
Pull us through.
I got nothing. I honestly, slow news week. We had some topics. I thought it was a good show. We've had a lot of fun here. Remember, guys, like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends. But I'm gonna call it. I think it's time. Garrett, where can they find you?
You can find me on Xbox at Twitter at Way1G.
Tom, where can they find you?
You guys can find me here and on Twitter at Alpaca Tom, on Xbox at Way Too Greasy.
And your YouTube channel.
And my YouTube channel, which I keep saying I'm gonna post something. That's why I try not to say it because I'm not.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it, man. Broken Control. Yeah. And you can find me at the Muffin Mon. That's a 1 instead of an I and an O instead of an A. But thank you all for watching or listening. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.